Welcome to JR Pro Shop Vids. My name is Jordan Jung. I'm the owner-operator of this pro shop, along with my buddy here, Ryan Barker. Cousin Sean Emu.
Hello.
Cousin Jacob Emu behind the camera. Alright, today we're going to be talking about the Chaos Black, the new ball from Columbia 300. Sean, why did you want the Chaos Black?
Well, for me, I really like the shape and the look of the original Chaos. Looking at my bag, I do have a lot of dull stuff, not a lot of shiny. So I want something that's going to be a lot cleaner through the heads and give me a lot more angle down lane. So the Chaos Black has the same Chaos core found in the original green and black ball. Of course, it's symmetric. The cover stock is called the Exciter Solid, and it's the same one found in the Savage ball. The finish is 500, 1K, and then polish. It's got an RG of 2.48. It's a very low RG, which makes this ball want to rev up early. The differential is 0.054. This is a high differential, which makes the ball have a high flare potential and therefore a high hook potential. This ball is an upper mid performance ball which released on July 9th, 2019. My PAP is 4¼ inches over and 5/16 up. The Chaos Hybrid layout is 35 by 4.5 by 35, and I have the same layout for the Chaos Black. So now we're going to take this ball out on the lane, see what it can do. We're going to be bowling on the beaten path oil pattern, which is 41 foot, about 4:1 ratio.
And then we're going to be doing a few shots on the fresh, a few on the breakdown, and a few on the burn to see which one gives us the best look and where we should use this ball.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Alright, Sean, we just bowled about a game here on the fresh. How did you feel about the Chaos Black?
For starters, it's definitely wouldn't be the first ball in my bag on the fresh. For me, I really like to stay right, kind of feed it straight, let the ball do the work. But I think with the Black Chaos and the Chaos Black, it seemed to be too much ball when I stood right. Really turned pretty early, and I went Brooklyn quite a bit with it.
And how would you compare it against the original Chaos on the fresh?
Yeah, well, definitely when you look at the fresh, I think the original Chaos did a lot better job of being smoother in the mid lane sort of thing. You got to see it roll a bit earlier, and for that I kind of felt it was more predictable than the Chaos Black.
And if you were to bowl a game for score right now, which ball would you use?
Definitely have to be the original Chaos.
Yeah, it just definitely looks much smoother in the mid lane, easier to control off the back end, and we'll see how the Chaos Black looks here after a breakdown. Alright, we bowled about 3 to 4 games here on lane 2, trying to emulate breakdown. The Chaos Black wasn't too good on the fresh, so let's try it again now after 4 games.
This sounds good.
we just finished bowling on the breakdown, about 10 shots. How did you feel about the difference between the Chaos Black on the fresh and on the breakdown?
Well, definitely on the fresh, you saw that the ball really wanted to jump really early and go a lot more left than I would have liked. After bowling about 3-4 games, you could tell that the carry down on the lanes really helped the ball sit a bit longer, and it gave me the shape I really liked.
So you throw a strike on the fresh and a strike on the breakdown. What was the difference in line?
Definitely on the breakdown, I was a couple boards left, and I could trust it a lot further to the right, knowing that the ball would get back to the pocket.
So you're saying breakdown better than the fresh for this ball so far?
Definitely, I really like the Chaos Black more on the breakdown than the fresh.
It just seems like where the Chaos is too early, the Chaos Black gets through the fronts a little bit cleaner, so he's able to get left, and it's a much better ball reaction for him when the lanes get broken down. So we're gonna bowl 3 or 4 more games here and see what it looks like on the burn. All right, we just bowled 4 games here on the breakdown to make it burn. We had Calvin, he likes to play a bit straighter. Jacob, 2-hander, Sean and me. So different styles, different angles of attack on this pattern. And let's give it a go. Let's see what the Chaos Black has now on the burn. All right, we're here. We're done bowling out on the lanes. We did fresh, breakdown, and burn with the Chaos Black. How did you feel about it for all 3 stages?
Well, I think when we start with the fresh, personally, I would not go to this ball on the fresh. I found it to be very flippy. It either go a touch too long and you take 6 off the right, or it'd go way too high and you're going Brooklyn. So I think it's just a little too much over-under for me at the beginning during the fresh.
All right, and on the breakdown, after about 4 games?
After about 4 games, I think once the right side started to burn up a little bit, I felt a lot more comfortable. I felt like I could get my feet more left and huck it out a bit more right and really trust it to get back to the pocket.
The ball reaction definitely looked better on the breakdown. It just went through the pins a little bit better than the Chaos did, where the Chaos was much better on the fresh. Mm-hmm. And then burn after 4 more games of bowling?
Yeah, I would say that. I think during the burn is where I had the best look. I felt like I couldn't miss. I had a bunch of miss room on the right, and it was really where I felt like I could really string together some strikes.
Yeah, I think you're right. It looked the best on the burn after about 8 games of bowling on one lane. It just got down the lane pretty clean, and it made the corner really well, and went through the pins properly after about 8 games of bowling. Overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts, it's a ball that I really like. It's going to be a really good 1-2 punch with my original Chaos. The Chaos obviously is something I'm going to want early out in the block, something that's going to roll a lot earlier, and then as the oil gets burned up, as it starts to blend, I can really trust to go to this Chaos Black and really turn the corner hard for me.
So who would you recommend this ball for?
Players like myself. If you have trouble getting left and throwing the ball way right, I know people like myself with lower revs have a lot of trouble later in blocks. So this is a ball I'd really recommend, because I think once you chuck it out to the right, you have a lot better chances of getting it back to the pocket.
So is there anything else in your bag that's similar to the Chaos Black where you can use later in games?
Honestly,
or later in the block?
Honestly, as of right now, not really. This would be the shiniest ball in my bag, and it's the only ball that I can really trust to get through the heads really cleanly.
So it's something you actually really need when because you're getting more into tournaments now.
Yeah.
Where there's more games, so you got to be able to bowl on the burn conditions more often.
I agree.
I think this ball will help you out a lot.
Yeah, it fills a gap in my bag that I really needed to fill.
Thank you everybody for watching the first JR Pro Shop vid. Cousin Simoo, great job.
Thank you.
Jacob behind the camera, awesome bro. Calvin helping us break down the lane.
Nate Dogg
back there, laying out a new bowling ball as usual.
We'll be back next time with a brand new bowling ball review. Please stay tuned. Make sure to always check up with our channel for any new tips, any new tricks, behind the scenes, and all of that. So see you next time.